Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dorks in Danger tabletop group. Where... What? What? What?
The Dorks in Danger.
The Dorks in Danger, the tabletop group of my friends that I play tabletop games.
Hey, I'm rolling here.
Hey!
Jesus Christ. Anyway, when last we left off, you had returned.
Buying horses.
You were buying horses anyway. Stop getting ahead of me. Stop reading ahead. Jeez Louise. Some people. Upon returning to Fandalen, you had a bit of brief celebration with the townsfolk before you were informed that something had gone wrong but a couple nights before in the Townmaster's Hall. Sildar informed you that someone who looked exactly like Rinn had broken in under the cover of darkness, freed the spider whom you had captured, and incinerated the other two bandits, who had been in the cells neighboring the spiders, before escaping into the night. After a bit of an investigation, your group managed to determine that this was likely the work of a doppelganger, and presented enough evidence to assuage the guard captain, leaving you to actually celebrate your return, and not have Rinn hauled off in irons. After a lovely night of frivolity, your group set out the next day to see if you could track down the individuals that had recently escaped, managing only to locate a spent teleportation circle with the trail going cold beyond that. With no obvious leads left to follow, you set your sights on heading north to the great city of Mirabar to help Reyka, acquiring some horses on the cheap from the local stable master after 30 minutes of deliberation and preparing to set out from Fandalen, where we find you now. So...
Listen.
I would like to apologize to any listeners who got to that episode and thought to themselves, what the fuck is this group talking about?
Horses.
Horses,
Rinn.
I know, but y'all, it's almost
It was
as
very
dead air.
important. It was very important that you all choose the horses you want. Speaking of, I need you to choose one more horse.
Oh!
Because there is no double saddling with riding horses. So,
He looked this up after the session.
I literally spent an hour going through how complicated is it to actually ride double saddle? Can horses ride double saddle over long periods of time? Would you be able to ride it? The answer is no. Not unless the horse is like very specifically ready for it. Del.
What's going on? Huh?
You remember what happened last time. You guys bought horses for 30 minutes.
Yeah, guess what? I'm not buying a fucking horse.
I physically
I'm
cannot.
not buying a fucking horse.
Wait, why are you so aggressive about this horse?
Because I don't need one.
You're gonna walk?
Thava's gonna walk.
For serious?
The whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
For a little bit.
For a little bit.
She's not exactly the fastest creature I've ever met.
I move faster than... Oh, well, Thava can move faster than you, that's for sure.
Actually.
Like physical, actual me, or Rinn? Because I would be twice.
I'm talking about Rinn.
Hey, she's got mirthful leaps, motherfucker.
Wow, that wasn't very mirthful of you.
How are you gonna manage that?
But
with
also-
your big chest.
No,
You know,
we
when
are
you have a
not.
big chest, you gotta make sure you have the right support.
We are not going back to Thava's chest right now.
Maybe the fastest this has gone off the rails.
Oof, okay.
What is going on? It's only been like 20 minutes and it's already just like insanity.
Okay.
Hey,
Past the intro yet?
We're past the
Right.
intro. We've introed. We're here.
The intro.
It's
Okay.
I hope you know this is...
Welcome to
this
Dorks in Danger, everybody.
he said no.
I hope you know this is just going to be the entire session because it's just going to be walking.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, I guess riding,
Yep.
except for me.
Except for you, who's walking. Okay. Anyway, Rinn has a normal walking speed of 45 feet per turn. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Anyway, what is the fifth horse or the fourth horse you would like to buy? I guess.
Get
Forget what's
Hershey
left over.
or someone. I forget their names. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Buy a
We can
horse.
figure it
Tell
out
you what.
later. You
I
get
will pay for the
Sea
horse.
biscuit.
someone subtract another 10 gold from their coffer.
It's not.
I can't.
Yeah. Synas literally doesn't have the money to do it.
Okay. I, for some reason, have 300 gold, so I'll go ahead and do that.
I mean, you guys have made a fair amount of money. And Synas and Thava, I think, are the only two that have spent a lot of money so far.
Bro.
I
know
got
if I've
5
spent
gold. You
any
got
money.
300.
I think
I'm
Reyka...
switching. My new character is Bernie Cinders.
Bernie Cinders!
Dre's impression.
Wait, that's Rick's grandpa.
That's amazing. That's a great idea.
What class would Bernie Cinders be?
He's some fire. I think wildfire druid
Wildfire Druid?
because he's a good guy.
What do you think?
There's gonna
Deriaz?
be some kind of like, I feel like there's gonna be a paladin oath that's like relevant to him.
What, Oath of Socialism? Like...
I
I need to return this to the 1% of gods! The gods have 99% of the worshippers! Anyway.
Wow.
Sorry. Side tangent. Everyone is tangenting, even me.
It's contagious. Don't
It is.
feel
I
too bad.
can't... Anyway, horses. Is there anything you would like to do before leaving Fandalin?
I think we should talk about horses for another half hour.
Oh, okay.
I am
We're getting there.
good.
We're
I
really
am
getting there,
good.
aren't we?
Episode name: horses! Exclamation point.
Horses!
And then the episode after this will be
Horses,
horses
too.
question mark.
Horses? Oh my god.
Just to get people a little scared.
The third one will be horses ... and they'll be like, oh,
Uh-oh.
what happened?
What
Not
happened
again.
to the horses?
Okay.
Horses, frowny face.
Horses. Is there
no.
any NPCs you want to make contact with before you leave this town and travel the 7 days by horse? By horse?
Horse.
Horses.
That's the name of the episode.
I heard that too.
Yeah, what about
Shit.
Rinn's friend?
7 days by horse.
7 days by horse.
That's your title.
7 days by horse going north. There. We've gotten it. 7 days by horse.
Doesn't Rinn have a friend in town we need to stop by and see before we leave?
What friend?
Oh.
What do you mean? You know, your friend.
Which one? The one
The blonde one, you know.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Rinn
still
already
not. I'm
spoke
still
to her,
not
right?
putting it together.
Lady Anastasia.
Oh.
Oh, that fucker. I don't really need. I can do an Irish goodbye with that.
Yeah.
Fucker. I got all I need out of him. I'm also not gonna pay him for that dress he let me take without paying for.
Well,
It was a gift, I think, right?
Was it?
Maybe?
I think he
was.
let me. I
think
the
he
deal
lent it
was
to
he let
you.
me- he lent it to me until I got funds.
mm-hmm. And then you just
Classic.
classic.
Yeah. Although I will say, his father
His father.
seems like he might be
Faja?
involved in this culty dragon shit. So
Oh yeah, no, we did assume that, didn't we?
we could
There we
like
go.
steal him. Hold him hostage.
Abduct him?
We could abduct
Father
him.
cares about him.
We could
A little
go-
bit at least.
We could go talk to the Candlekeep mage and ask him if he knows anything about the weird vision shit that's been going on.
Oh, we could, or we could ask him which horse to buy.
I mean, yeah, I
Why
guess
the
there's that too.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
Enough with the horses.
Okay.
Only thing I can think of is, like, at least for me, is, and I'm not sure if I can do this. Didn't you say, Dre, that I couldn't probably get the materials I need for like the poisoner's kit?
Yeah, you need to find like a proper
I
city
want
that has a dubious underbelly to it to find the things that are made for
Perfect
killing
for
people.
Wait, what? For Bud?
He took poisoner,
poison.
so he
Yeah.
has proficiency with a poisoner's kit now, but he doesn't have a poisoner's kit because you don't just buy that at the general store. The poisoner's
Could you
kit,
imagine going-
you know, generally designed for making things that kill people.
Is
You
this
guys
something you
have a
can
poisoner's
buy? I
kit?
feel like this is something you'd have to make. You have
No,
to look
you
it
can
up
definitely get it
at the
from
library.
someone who's not so up and up. You know, the people
what
Bud
about you-
definitely
well-
associates with.
Well, there's that person who runs the mining exchange. Just seems hella fucking sus.
Mm.
If you want to ask.
Oh,
that
that's
person.
right. The one who made me give her shield back.
Yep. Well,
Wait,
no, that was
that-
the
no,
that was the
that's
lady
a
the Lion
different
Shield cost her.
Oh, never mind.
The lady running the Fandalin's Minor Exchange was also... You had kind of felt a little sussed out about her.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the sussy lady. We can get you some poison. We might need it on the road. You never know.
I would like some poison, please.
But you can't just say that out loud in the middle of the street.
Don't worry, I'm gonna kill bad guys.
I think that makes it a little worse.
I'm gonna kill some bad guys.
God.
He only uses his powers for good.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
What do you have?
That's why I have the highest kill count.
Uh-huh. That's exactly right.
Wow.
Okay, do you...
Have we been keeping track of the kill count? Because I
No, absolutely not. I lost count.
Oh, shit.
It got
I'm
too
a
high.
menace.
Alright, so are you going to go see Halia at
We gotta go
the
see the
Miners
sussy lady.
Exchange?
Yeah, let's go see that sussy baka.
With your horses in tow, and saddled and ready to go, you head over to the large building that is the Fandalin Miners Exchange. And heading inside, you see once again the tall female elf with the shaved on one side, long on the other, kind of hair, arm tattoos, running the shop, just drumming her nails on the wooden surface of the counter as you enter. Seems pretty dead. It's pretty early-ish in the morning, so not much is going on here. And she just stares at you guys as you come in, expectantly. Or whoever
What's her
comes
name
in.
again?
Halia Thornton.
Halia.
Hi. What can I do for you, little guy? What do we,
I have a secret question for you.
Okay, is this a secret kind of question I should lock the door for, or what are we doing here?
I need stuff for a poisoner's kit. You got anything?
Why do you think I would have the stuff for a fucking poison kit? What the fuck?
Oh man.
She just like looks around like, what is this like? Hold on. She walks to the front door. Did anyone else come with Bud, or is it just Bud?
I'm definitely right there with him. I want to see him get some
I
poison.
feel like
Oh,
Bud needs some
come on.
supervision.
So Synas and Rinn, you watch as Halia comes walking out, looking at both of you and then back at Bud with just like one eyebrow raised, which is even more accented because of her very elven angular features. She closes the door and drops a deadbolt lock on it, and then turns around and goes, "Again, why do you want poison? Why? What do you need it for?
What do you think?
Am I
gotta
asking
kill-
you?"
I gotta kill bad guys with it.
She comes slowly walking back to the counter.
You
Just
know what we've been through? We just killed a dragon.
a dragon. Yeah, I know. All right. Look,
I'm a poison dragon too, so it just makes sense, you know?
sure, but I just have to.
Sorry, Recon Dragonborn.
Sorry. All right, look, I'm not here to, judge people based on their hobbies and activities that they get up to. As the DM opens his player's handbook real quick, and Thalia goes thumbing through, goes into the back, looking for something.
Player's handbook.
Where the hell is this chapter? Where's the equipment chapter?
Wonder if there are any. Did we ever find out if they had any association with the Zentarum or not?
I don't think you know if they do or not.
We just knew they were sus.
Yeah, she gave you that vibe. The vibe that would lead you to believe that maybe she has poisoner's equipment.
I can't think of anyone else in town quite as sus as she is.
She's a businesswoman with standards. Oh,
Maybe it's the accent, honestly.
That's just profiling, I think.
I mean,
Why are you profiling an elf with an odd accent? Is that a problem to you?
where the fuck is she from?
Where the fuck are you
She's
from?
from New York.
She comes. She comes walking back out after a few moments with a black leather satchel that she gently sets on the counter and looking like still incredulously at Bud, because here's this like 5 foot and a bit tall dragonborn with the sweetest face.
5 foot some change.
Yeah, 5 foot and a bit of change, and like the biggest smile and the nicest kid. And he's asking for the tools to cause murder. And she just goes, I will sell this to you if you tell fucking nobody about it for 70 gold.
Oh, 70 gold.
This is not easy shit to get, okay?
Hmm. How about 60?
65.
How about 63? Because that's what I got in gold.
Make a persuasion check.
That's what I got.
But if you need a couple gold, I can help.
Well, I mean, I have like silver and copper, but I was a 10.
A 10? She
Yeah.
shakes her head a little bit and goes, no, 65 is as low as I'm gonna go on this, okay?
Wow.
Look, this is
Okay.
you ain't gonna be able to get this just anywhere. This isn't something your mom and pop shop sells, okay? This is stuff for killing people.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
And we're agreed, looking at Synas and Rinn, like, you don't fucking tell anybody about this? You got it?
Of course not.
Okay.
As Synas is pouring all of his coins into his hand.
All 5 of them.
All 5 gold.
I actually don't need them, Synas. I
you
have
don't?
I got some silver, so just use that.
What even is like you sell weapons? What difference does it make?
No, that's
Like,
the Lion Shield Costa. I don't deal in weaponry. I deal in exchanges and business. That's all I do. And I have hobbies.
Like poison?
We don't
That's
talk about
very
my
vague.
hobbies. I don't talk about your hobbies.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
This might sound left
We
field.
could get
Do you
to
have-
know each other better.
I
do you-
don't.
Do you have a hobby horse? We've been in the realm for horses.
Oh my god.
Admittedly, I don't give 2 shakes of a displacer beast's ass about horses. And also,
Sorry, Reyka.
not to be unfriendly to you, but I don't want to get to know you.
Wow.
This
I
is-
deserve a discount
this is a-
now.
For what? You deserve to get thrown out of my shop if you're
Being
gonna keep being the
offended.
problem.
Wow.
Let's be real.
Synas is gonna try and gently grab Bud's shoulders, try to start steering him towards the door.
Thank you for your fucking business. Please get out of my shop.
Thank you so much for your patience.
Yeah, sure thing.
She gives you like this
Jesus.
glare and just goes, all right. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, kids.
After we leave, Synas goes, I'm 43.
But you do acquire a poisoner's kit for all of your gold.
All of it.
I'll just find a nice little idyllic tree to sit under to make my poison kit.
Well,
Put together, it's a set of things for extracting venoms, for distilling chemicals. It's like halfway between an alchemist's kit and like a weapons maker's kit. It's primarily for preparing weapons to be coated with poisons.
Oh,
and
so
for
there's
creating
no,
poisons.
So did I get any materials with that or no?
You would have the materials to probably make like a couple doses of a basic poison. But it would take you quite a number of hours to do so, I believe.
Yeah, and it actually costs more gold, but I think I could afford that.
Yeah, I mean, generally, the gold cost is the materials that you have to buy to make the thing.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you're saying I already have.
I think
So.
there's enough for like a couple doses of poison in there.
Okay.
How much did it cost you?
65 gold.
Everything.
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 Thava kind of
Like
like
Thanos.
Thava kind of looks around and then just starts rummaging through her bag and produces a diamond
Oh.
worth 100 GP.
Oh.
Well, that's cool. What's it for?
Here, you take it.
What?
Well,
For me?
split the profits between you and Synas. I know Synas doesn't have any gold either.
What?
Also, sorry, it's really hard to fucking speak in this voice.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't, if the accent pains you, you don't have to do it.
It's okay. It doesn't really pay me. It's just hard. Anyways.
For those at home, Del is sick currently and is
Yeah, I'm
being
sick.
a trooper
I'm
and
fucking
playing Dungeons
sick.
and Dragons while ill.
Oh, so sick.
So sick!
I'm so fucking sick.
Oh, landed a Divine Smite 540. So sick.
Oh my god. Oh no, now I just have the image in my head of a paladin using a flying sword as a hoverboard, and I need that.
Thanks, Thava.
Bud gives her a hug without asking for permission.
She doesn't really hug you back very much, but she just kind of goes like, yeah, no, don't mention it.
So do how
So
would I?
it's
split
100
this?
gold. I guess you could go like trade it in for gold. I don't know.
Yeah, Halia Thornton, well, you were told, is the person who buys and
So sorry.
sells gems and ore. As
Was
well.
that the person that you just fucking?
Yep.
We can sell it maybe on the road.
That's so funny. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. Okay, well there you go.
Or,
Well,
or
that's
we
what
can
happens.
just have someone else go back in.
Yeah, I mean, it was only us three, so.
Hey, Reyka.
Yeah.
Could you go trade this in with the lady we just spoke to for some gold? I don't think she likes us.
Was it the diamond? Is that what they're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could.
Cool.
Actually, correction, DM.
Uh-huh.
The diamond was 50 gold.
I was gonna
so
say,
it's better than that.
when did I
My
give you
bad,
a 100 gold diamond?
I've got a 100
I-
gold diamond.
Wow,
Okay.
okay.
Well, there you go. So I forgot because there's spoiler alert. There was a quantity in there,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it ended up doubling up on it. So I didn't know
That's-
that.
I also have 2 diamonds. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Crazy how that works.
I'm rich
I
in
thought I had a
spirit.
diamond too, but I don't see it in my
I
inventory.
mean, a lot of you got a lot of gems.
Yes.
I'm really certain I grabbed a diamond.
Should we?
You grabbed a diamond for spellcasting.
Maybe I
Should
sold
we
mine.
trade
That might have
in
been what happened.
more than one of those for money?
You could go in and sell a lot of the things that you are holding that aren't actually money, but are just worth money if you want to.
I don't even know if I have anything.
I think I have
I don't
a
know. I
spell
don't,
that needs a small diamond, so I'm holding onto mine.
yeah, I'm not liquidating all my assets yet. Okay.
Are you sure you don't know what the economy's gonna be like?
Yeah, I should consider opening up a Roth IRA.
No, don't. Do not. Don't. Stop. Cease and desist right now.
Do you guys want me to tell you about?
No, stop. Are you going back into the shop and selling things or not?
If I can get that shopkeeper to open a Roth IRA,
If you could get her to open her door for you right now, that would be impressive.
all right. Fine.
I assume Reyka agreed to go in and do it for us, so
Yes. Do we need to like play this out?
No, I mean, you go in there and she will basically give you 75% of what the worth of any item you're selling to her is.
Damn.
Man, she sucks.
That's what
Make a
happens
profit.
when you're in a frontier town, I guess. And she's the only game in town that does this. So, whatever you guys would like to convert from random knickknacks, baubles, and things into tangible gold, go ahead. Just, you know, 3/4 of
Sell
the
her
amount.
some good berries.
No. Thank you,
I
I'm
feel like
rather
someone
full,
would have to
actually.
be really desperately hungry to like be sold good berries.
Yeah.
because
They only exist temporarily in this world, anyway.
yeah. God, can you imagine like just going to the poorest part of any major city and just like running around selling good berries to
That's
starving
a
children?
crazy, awful grift. That's fucking chaotic.
the
That's
fuck?
super, like, lawful evil, like... That's jacked up, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You sell your things. Is there anything else you would like to do in Fandalin before you skedoodle?
Okay, I get 50 gold from that, so splitting it with Synas. So
Well,
20.
75% of 50 gold.
Oh, sorry, forgot the extra math.
Can't forget
It's
math.
a little something. You gotta get some pocket change, you know.
And it's true.
Well, to be fair, that's a lot of gold for like a peasant / normal.
Any
person.
normal person would look at 50 gold and just be like, what the... That's more than
Well,
I make in a
guys,
year!
This guy's got 50 G's, dude.
Mug him.
50 Gs? Yeah, mug him now.
So you can get 37 gold and 5 silver.
You could just hold on to it, bud.
Okay.
And I'm trusting you guys as players that I like to be honest about your money.
Yeah.
How much silver was it?
37 gold, 5 silver.
5 silver, okay.
I mean, I don't know how you could think that I'm lying. I literally just broadcasted to the world, whoever's watching, that I have 5 gold in my name.
I get that. And I have looked
Imagine
at...
wanting to brag about 5 gold.
If we have like silver and copper in our inventory, can we just convert it to gold and it's
Yeah, Hallie would exchange it to gold for you. You can
At no
scoot up the... Yeah, that's just exchanges.
okay? So silver is what, half gold, and copper is
10
what?
silver per 1 gold, 10 copper per 1 silver.
Okay,
It's all in
I
tens.
got it.
And then it is 5 gold per platinum. But we're not converting him to
love of
platinum.
God,
She's not going to give you platinum.
For the love of God, ignore the Electrum box.
The what? Never heard of it. I have seen some people who will literally play campaigns and punish their players by only paying them an Electrum. And I'm like, you horrible, horrible person. Okay. So, with your inventories cleaned up a little bit and money exchanged, what would you like to do?
Get on the road, right?
I think
That's
so.
what I want to do, but I'm waiting patiently.
Okay.
I'm good.
Let's get.
4 of you get on horseback and Thava on foot. You all begin to head out of the familiar Fandalin on the road for the first time, not for work, but just together as a group.
All right.
You
Road again.
spend about... Well, how far away from town do you want to get, Thava?
Just a bit. I don't
Just
want
a
to be
bit,
like
just like up
I
around
just-
the bends a little.
Yeah, somewhere where I can have a little bit of peace and quiet for
Sure.
a little bit.
You guys travel like an hour, half an hour before the town completely vanishes and the hills kind of vanish or the hills cover Fandalin behind you. And you find yourselves on the long wooded trail that led to the town. And it's pretty peaceful. Not many people are traveling this morning, it would seem. It's about, 10 a.m., Sky's partly cloudy. Nice cold breeze. What would you like to do, Thava?
I need to, finally use one of my class abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. See, I thought you were gonna finally open up to us about your tragic backstory.
No. Rhos, you said you played World of Warcraft, right?
I did.
Do you remember what Paladins got at one point that everyone would be so mad about in the early days of the game because it saved them so much money?
Oh, what was it?
They got a free horse. They got a free fucking horse.
Oh! I thought it was. Didn't Warlocks get
The
something?
Warlocks
similar?
got it too. Only Warlocks.
And Paladins got it, yeah.
That's why Thava didn't need a horse.
I thought it was like, I think I'll pass. It's okay.
I think
Wow.
I'll pass.
Here, I thought we were gonna have Synas turn into a horse for us.
Sinorse.
Sinorse.
I mean, we could do that too. That's fine. I mean, I don't know.
No.
Actually, that'd be
No, I
pretty
think-
weird. I don't feel like I'd feel very comfortable riding a like.
A party member?
Yeah, feels
Really?
a little weird. I don't know. It feels weird.
Would HR have a problem if party members rode each other?
Y'all are an HR crisis waiting to happen.
As long as there's no power imbalance, I think it's all right.
No. I don't like it.
Well,
Does your horse have a name?
Describe for me what you do.
yeah. Let's just. How does this happen?
Thava's gonna pull out that book again.
The Universe
Pull out that book.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, she remembers seeing something in there when she delved into it last time. There's a spell that she was kind of interested in using that supposedly could summon some kind of beast to assist her.
Can we have a slight refresher about what the fuck the Universe Apocalypse book is?
So, this book that Thava pulls out is the odd leather-bound black tome with infernal writing on it that you found within the Tressendar Manor that the Red Brands had been using as their staging base,
Is this
basically.
the one that like knocked her out?
Yeah, this is the one that put her in a weird trance, and
So she's just gonna like casually open this up again.
she's been using it a lot this whole time, to be
Okay.
fair, in
Yeah,
private.
she's
There's
been using,
there's
yeah.
some rights that she's been using from the back of the book that she's been allowed to access.
From the
Smile.
appendix.
Smile.
Smile. I cast smile.
I cast. Haha.
Are we sure that Thava is a paladin and not a warlock?
Evil paladins are very common. If you're concerned about the good versus evil thing.
What? Dre, I'm not evil.
You're
Thava's
right.
not evil. Come on.
She's technically neutral. I get it. Continue.
Anyways, no, yeah, she's gonna summon this whatever it is. She doesn't know exactly what it's gonna look like. I mean, I think I know as a player, but
Yeah.
Summon mystery creature.
let's go.
It's the the between commercial and Pokemon where it's just the silhouette of a Pokemon with a question mark in it. Who's that horse?
It's Synas!
No!
It's Pikachu! Thava, you flip back to the set of rights in the back of the book there that have some drawings of different horse-like creatures there, and your party gets to watch as you kind of stop off to the side in a little grassy area and go through reciting a couple of incantations, and a circle of flame kind of just spawns into existence in front of the book, and a sort of pentacle draws itself into the grass, and in a flash of flames and kind of an ominous whinnying that echoes around, you all see a large, very beautiful black furred horse with glowing red eyes and a flaming mane, as well as a bit of smoke and fire that rolls off of its pitch black hooves.
Excuse me?
I'm good, by the way, guys. I'm good. I
promise.
It stamps the ground a
Hey,
few
look,
times.
It's Ruin, War's
and-
horse from Darksiders.
And all of your guys' horses kind of briefly panic and start backing up from this new horse that has just suddenly flame apparated into nowhere, or from nowhere. And it's not Lucifer. It's not.
hey, Thava, what you got there?
Smoothie.
What does it look like to you? It's a steed.
Where'd
The
it come from?
the horse the horse stamps its way around the pentagram a few times before turning to face you, Thava. And in your head, telepathically, as this horse, very large, like, not a war horse specifically, but definitely looks like it could have been, leans its head down right in front of you, and you hear in your mind, "What is your command?"
Whoa, okay. Well, it's simple. We ride.
I will go where you lead.
Damn. Okay. This horse is a little intense. Jesus.
Thava kind of like looks over the horse for a minute though, and is just like, even she's a little bit like, it's a little fucked up, kind of. It's a little evil.
This is
It
definitely
looks pretty cool though.
It's definitely a
That's so
creature
cool.
that all of you looking at it are just like, this is odd.
For shits and giggles, even though it's very obvious, she's gonna do a little ping real quick.
Yep,
Yeah.
you get Faye from your friends, and like the biggest, most obvious fiend ping you've ever
Yep.
gotten from standing this close to something. But it just stares at you. It has a saddle, bridle, and everything you need to ride it already.
So
kind of just
convenient.
spawned on it.
Oh, so convenient. Thanks for saving me 10 gold, buddy.
Is 10 gold really worth messing around in the back of a book like that?
It's fine. Nothing's happened to me.
It's not.
These have been valuable spells.
I mean, it's not just you I'm worried about, but you're not concerned at all about the impression that might give.
Why
if
do you
we,
think Why do you think I waited until I was out of town to do this?
Can you
Did you know
just
it was gonna be
dismiss
spooky?
him?
Dre, I can, right? I'm pretty sure I can. I can just be like, oh, go bye-bye.
Can
it.
you actually
I
just
know I can
unsummon
summon
it
it
at will?
back.
Yeah.
I know I can summon it back.
In combat, that's not applicable. Huh. Technically, the spell doesn't say whether or not you can. But I would say yeah.
I mean, because I'd have to use a spell slot to bring it back.
Yes,
You can also
would.
dismiss your steed at any time as an action.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, as long as it's not within view of any cities, I guess. I still don't think this is worth.
It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
Didn't that
It's not
book
going
knock you
to.
out once?
I mean, once.
Are you? And you're sure you're not just getting lucky with
Listen,
using
I've already
it?
read. I've already read through the entire book. It's done. I
Oh.
don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right, Dre? I think she did, or at least she thinks she
Yeah,
did.
she believes you believe to yourself to be quite safe from the effects that the book has had on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hooray to saving 10 gold. I guess. Just be careful. I guess is all I'm trying to say.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I can always make it go away.
over to the big map here, since we're doing some world travel now.
Also, I don't recall. Can it talk to other people?
Nope, only to
telepathically?
you.
Only me.
It has a telepathy range of 1 mile, works only with you.
Okay, gotcha. Listen, man, I had to use that eventually. I've had that shit for a while
Since
now.
level
No, that's
5.
That's fair.
When else are we going to use it other than overworld travel?
It's true. Okay,
Use it to block a very small hallway.
well,
No, to be fair though, I did look at the new version of it. It does have a lot of tools for it to just be like a companion in
Oh, yeah.
combat if I want to use it.
yeah,
for that.
it's got
if I want it.
it's got good
Can it be
combat
killed?
features. Oh yeah,
It's got spells and shit.
it's got an AC, it's got
Crazy.
HP, it has a fly speed if you cast a 4th level spell or higher on it. As in, like, if you
yeah.
use
Oh.
a 4th level or higher spell to cast Find Steed,
Yeah, that's
it just
cool.
gets a fly speed.
Yeah, so they just basically replaced the better version of Find Steed.
Yeah,
that comes
they
later.
made Otherworldly Steed, which is the stat block you should see for the new version of the spell.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
But yes, yours has an ability. They have one of 3 abilities depending on their origin type. So,
As it looks like a fear.
and that's
Yeah.
neat.
That's nice, right? Why not? There's more fears.
Okay. You guys now, as a full group of mounted riders, begin to set off at an actual riding pace, heading along the Tribor Trail, northward up until the T-junction that would allow you to go eastward, winding through the hills once again. Would anybody like
Road
to...
again.
On the road again. Would anybody like to make a perception check for me?
I will.
Okay.
25.
Good God.
I'm an expert.
She
What
is.
can I say?
You don't seem to notice anything as you guys travel along the trail throughout the day, despite the many dangers that have been present in your time out here thus far. This section of the trail you have traveled a couple times now, and the few familiar landmarks pop out to you here and there. The, trees covered in gossamer threads of spider silk off to your north, still glinting with snow in the sunlight. But you don't seem to notice anything off. Is there anything you guys would like to do in this first day of travel?
I wish to travel.
You wish to travel.
I wish to travel.
Okay. Is there anything you guys
That's
would
my
like to like to do beyond travel? Otherwise,
I
we
think
can.
Reyka's pretty singular-minded,
Mhm.
so...
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Can I make my poison doses on horseback?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
You cannot do that while trying to drive a horse.
You
should
might.
try to pilot
I guess
a horse.
especially considering rival.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you try and make them while on the back of a horse, you might mix it wrong, and somebody could get hurt. When you use it on them.
Like the horse.
That wouldn't be good.
Nice.
But one only safe poisons.
Of course. You guys travel throughout the day fairly drama-free. And your travel takes you to the town of Coneyberry once again. The town you had found to be abandoned when you had gone looking for that banshee from before. And the sun is beginning to set right as you guys are getting to the outskirts of this abandoned town, in fact. Reyka, you notice off to the south where your group had initially scouted out a church-like structure off to the south that you had found to be jam-packed with orcs and ogres at one point. And you had
Oh, that's
decided to
right.
not deal with it. You do see along the road that leads that way, a few flags of Neverwinter planted in the ground, and a few pillars of smoke rise from that direction, though the hills do not lend you a view of the church structure from this distance, unfortunately. But you guys probably don't really need to make a survival check here because this is an old town. There are still some, not quite fully burnt down structures you could use for a camp tonight if you want.
Is it near camping time?
It's about, it's been about 8 hours of riding.
Oh, then fuck yeah, we'll probably want to rest.
Yeah, you guys have traveled about 55 miles. You can go 55 miles in a day on horseback.
Do we know how many days we're expected to be traveling to get where we need to go?
On horseback, it's about 7 days.
Okay.
If you
that's
don't
days.
stop along the way or get interrupted.
Well.
So you guys settle down and pick one of the structures and build up a campfire, tie the horses up to whatever you can find. And the evening sets upon you. If there's nothing you guys would like to do this evening, I would just like some perception checks for the watches.
It's poison time.
It's
What are you gonna
poisoning time.
It's poison time. Go ahead and make... Where is it? Really, is that all you're going to tell me here? Okay. Oh, no, there we go.
Sure is thinking we're alive.
I have to think. If you want to make a poison, make for me
I have to roll for it?
an intelligence check, yeah. We're gonna see how much poison you're able to... How many doses of basic poison you're able to make.
That's not something I see on the description. It's just like you just outright create doses equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, because that's not in the book that I'm reading this from that expands
Oh.
upon all the kits, so...
Wow.
I'm going with this. So, make an intelligence check for me.
Can't believe I'm being gatekeeped by smart time. Alright. Let's see. Oh, good lord. That's where is my intelligence? What do I got in that? Actually, where is if I'm rolling for this?
Just add the plus that your intelligence has in your stat block.
Yeah. Am I crazy? I don't see intelligence. Oh, you mean just at the top?
Yeah. Whatever that plus
Okay.
is all you add to your...
Well, it's 0. So
and then plus your
I
proficiency, because
create
you're
probably-
proficient with it. Right? That's the whole point of being proficient with a tool of some kind, is being able to add your proficiency modifier to your rolls for things related to it.
Oh, okay. So I can add that as
So
well.
you can add your +3 to it.
Okay. Well, that's a 5. So we're probably making 1 or nothing.
Yep. You, this is the first time you've ever put a potion, or put a poison together. You've played with herbology a little bit before, and your mom taught you how to cook. But this is neither of those things, really. In the end, you managed to make 1 dose of weapon-applicable poison, basically. Basic poison.
Cool.
But you do spend a couple hours of the evening winding down here making some poison.
Does
don't got
that
anything else to do, so.
deplete his poisoner's kit that he just spent?
He would have... Well, you keep the poisoner's kit. It's the components within it that you need to refresh and buy
okay.
new to make more, I would say. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Sir, I actually have a question about the poisoner's kit. Haha.
Oh, whoa.
Am I able to assist Bud in any way with it? I'm not proficient with the poisoner's kit. Like, I got medicine, I got nature, I got survival, I've got spells that say, like, detect poison and stuff. Like, I know I'd probably have to be up at the same hour as him, so, like, we'd share a...
Yeah, you guys would share
watch as
first
well.
watch to do this, I think. I'd say with your knowledge of medicines and healing, you probably know, well, you know, how to fix people who've gotten hurt, so this is just the other direction of that, right?
Yeah. Negative healing.
Bud, why don't you go ahead and roll again as if you had advantage?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Synas.
With Synas' help throughout the first watch.
I rolled a 5.
Yay!
It's gonna be an 8.
Awesome. The same outcome, except this time with a friend.
Yay!
And for the perception for the first watch, I rolled an 18.
Okay. 18, wonderful.
Synas and me on first watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I can help you not hurt yourself. No.
Below
Don't
a
taste
certain amount, I was going to go in that direction, yeah. I was thinking, like, you know, the same way that you always test your mom's cooking and your mom's sauce to make sure it's good. You just take a little
Yeah.
little hit of that.
Just have a whole spoonful.
Yeah, just a whole
Bud
spoonful of
could do
poison.
that. He's a poison.
He would
Dragonborn,
still
wouldn't he?
take damage because you're not immune. You are resilient. It wouldn't be as bad as someone else doing it. You're probably the most suited to doing it, but it would still hurt. Anyway, yes. Would you like to roll a perception check for me, Bud?
Yes, I can do that. That's gonna be an 18.
18. Couple of 18s. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You guys spend the first watch, after making poisons, just kind of keeping watch on the immediate area. The broken down structures and abandoned cottages provide pretty good cover for your group, so you're pretty confident in, you know, the safety of the group. On an 18, you do hear from that southerly direction, what sounds like marching. The sound of boots falling in line at the same time, just kind of gently coming out of the woods to the south of you.
Towards us?
Yeah.
Or just
Heading
in
in your direction up the road. Because this is a little crossroads town where, you know, a trail leads south out of the center of the town, a trail leads northeast into the woods, and then there's the main, well, road.
Right,
I'd say
yeah.
road in quotes, because it's just a wagon rut trail that goes through east to west. But yes, there
I
is
wonder
the
if
sound
this is
of
guys from
boots
last time.
approaching.
Should we hide?
You are asleep.
Oh,
The only two
You
people who
can't
are
make
awake.
Decisions.
We're in the middle of a little crossroad town. Are there... Oh, wait, no, you said it was all, like, kind of, like, half burnt out.
Yeah,
right?
it's
From-
this village was ransacked by orcs, you were told at one
Well,
point.
I assume we probably would have hunkered down in, like, a somewhat stable-looking building.
Yeah, no, I
So-
figure you pick a building that is good cover for your group.
Yeah, I would say Jrain and I can... Or Bud and I can just, dip on back inside.
Yep.
Who's
Maybe, like-
Drain?
I don't know, I'm sorry. I had a stroke.
Bames John's having a strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say we
you just dip back
slip
inside.
inside and hide.
Make a stealth check for me.
Oh, God. I'm consistent. 12.
Okay.
I rolled
Rolling
a,
10s.
16.
16. Okay, yeah. You guys are fairly confident. Bud more than Synas, more confident in
I take
Your
2 minutes to realize
marginally.
I have to yank my tail out of the
Yeah.
doorway.
yeah, the tail poof is exposed. And you see where you might have expected a group of orcs or something to emerge from the bend along the trail. You see a contingent of soldiers marching their way along, carrying the banner. One of them in the front carrying the banner of Neverwinter.
Oh.
And
we have really nothing to worry about.
you see they march through and don't even stop. They don't notice you, it seems. Or they don't care, even if they have noticed you. And continue their very late march along, heading back westward the way that you had come from. Presumably back toward Fandalen. As these were likely part of the large guard force that was dispersed to the town.
I wonder if they wound up meeting the other guys that were there.
The other guys?
Mm-hmm.
This is in the direction of the church,
Yes.
right? That was, yeah. That's what I was referring to.
There
Oh,
was,
right,
there was
right,
a
right.
group of like 20 orcs and a few ogres
Yeah.
that were there. And
I
these
was thinking,
guys, these guys do look,
Another town.
they look pretty roughed up overall. They've got burn marks on
Yeah.
their armor.
Maybe we could check it out in the morning.
It wasn't too much of a detour, right? Like it was just a little bit off the trail.
It was about some 5-6 miles away.
Yeah.
So
not too
on
bad.
horseback, that wouldn't
Yeah,
take
we
you
could
too long. Like an hour,
Take a quick-
a little under an hour
quick
there, a
skim.
little under the hour back. But that is all you see on your watch. Who would like to take the midnight watch today?
I'll be back in a few minutes, by the way.
I think it's usually me and who did I do it with?
Usually you and
It's
Synas.
usually with me, but I was hoping a baby with some poison.
So
Thava,
it
we can do
can-
the watch together.
it could be Thava and Rinn, yep.
Sure, I suppose.
Wait, are you very perceptive?
No.
I'm wait, me?
Yeah.
I'm decently perceptive.
Hmm.
Thava's got +5.
But she doesn't have dark vision.
Yes, she does.
Thava does.
Oh, that's right, because you're weird.
Smile.
You're so weird.
So
Stop
weird.
reading weird books.
I,
Read manga like a normal 42-year-old dragonborn.
She's like 35, leave her alone.
Close enough.
I super don't have dark vision, and
Yep.
nor am I good at looking at shit.
Give me advantage. Give me advantage.
I don't think without dark vision she would be able to really help you and provide
Oh,
advantage.
so I just do it
And
flat.
also, Thava has no ears for her to do her thing
Ears.
to do.
There's no
Couple
ears here.
ones.
Well,
Big-
that's even
You can
better then, because
listen.
then I can
Big
use
lizard
my hands
person.
as her ears.
Nope, I won't allow it.
Oh, big brain.
In this case, I
That
won't allow
deserves
it.
inspiration.
DM, inspiration now.
No.
Come on.
There are so many ways to get heroic inspiration now in this game.
By cupping your hands around someone's ears.
Nope.
Um,
So,
Alright.
separate perception
roll.
checks
Okay.
with Rinn's at
Okay.
disadvantage.
here comes the Rinn natural
I'm at
20.
disadvantage?
Yeah, you don't have dark vision, and it's 1 in the morning.
Wow, that is a bad roll.
Here comes 2 nat 20s from Rinn.
10. 10.
7.
I lied.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Why would you lie like that?
Just to sow some chaos in the party.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys don't notice a thing. Seems pretty quiet. It's dark. It's very
We're
dark, Rinn.
Really good at our job.
Hey, is my horse around? Are they like staying awake or are they going to sleep? How does that work?
Your horse has been standing near the other horses, and the other horses have like scooted as far as their reins that are tied up will allow them to, and they're all just kind of like doing the lean away, like the trying to lean as far away on a subway as you can from a guy, kind of thing. Your horse
Dude,
is
that's-
standing like stark still, not doing anything, just kind of looking side to side.
It's like fucking Becky Apples.
Yeah.
You have to feed this horse, by the way?
What's that?
You have to feed this horse?
Yours? No. The other 4? Yes.
Good berries for everyone.
Okay, I just wanted to ask for the sake of like, you know, if it's just around and awake all the time when like everyone else is.
It appears
asleep.
to be.
Okay, good to know.
It's just
So
kind
it's
of-
another set of eyes.
It's just kind of looming there. You know, a flaming horse in the dark.
Does it
Perfect.
crackle or is it silent?
It's completely quiet. It's weird, quiet fire that, for all intents and purposes, only emits low light.
Honestly, I think the weirdest part is it hasn't blinked once all day.
Yep, that is also true.
I don't know if Thava likes his horse anymore. I don't even know if Thava likes it.
Synas smiles in his sleep.
The horse is watching you while he's asleep. Alright, cool. Good to know.
But your guys' watch goes without any issue. And you wake up Reyka to take the final watch.
Perception.
Perception.
26.
Oh, wow.
In the wee hours of the morning, toward the end of your watch, as the sun is just beginning to come up, you hear the bird song emanating at the first bit of light. You take note of the creatures kind of, the rabbits hopping through some of the underbrush in the area. And you're comforted by the fact that not long ago this place was kind of a dead ice-scape, and life is very much back in speed, back in motion here. What you also notice is that Thava's horse has walked over to her and is just kind of standing above her. And just leans its head down and is just unblinkingly staring at her.
God,
Wow. Okay.
It's just there, and Thava does not
Waiting
wake up.
for instruction.
yeah, kind of that vibe. And eventually you do all wake up. Thava, there's a horse 5 inches from your face, just staring at you.
Oh gods, what are you doing?
What is your command?
Give me a moment. I'm just waking up.
And its head leans back up, and it just stands there.
Oh, it's still rubbing the sleep from her eyes. Jesus. Fuck.
But the next day begins, and you guys have some breakfast of whatever sort you would like, whether it's rations or good berries.
Pancakes.
Oh no, those good berries are saved for later. We don't waste them for breakfast.
You
don't want to make
guys.
good berry waffles or something?
Oh my lord.
Oh, good berry
I mean,
pancakes.
if
Come
we're
on.
100%
pancakes.
sure we're not gonna run into hooligans today, sure.
Hooligans.
Hooligans are usually found more to the west.
Are you telling me you're just gonna start eating a ton of berries mid-combat to heal yourself?
You
Post-combat.
you use your action to heal 1 health.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, it's more of an after battle.
It's the after battle snack.
thing. That way you don't have to, burn up your healing spells.
But with the benefits of a long rest, and a little bit of travel breakfast, you guys mount up once again and head out on the trail. Today, similar to the previous day, is fairly uneventful. And unless there's any conversation you would like to have, your guys' 8-hour ride will take you all the way to the town of Tribor, in fact.
Wonderful.
God dang it.
What are you
The
giggling
chat is
about?
full of memes tonight. I love it. Oh no, hooligans!
Is this something I should know about? It's a horse with a saddle that looks like a jetpack.
You gotta scroll down further.
I
Or in general, rather.
Oh, in general chat.
Oh
Oops.
man.
Oh, I see it now. It's Link. Got it.
That's Zelda. Sorry,
Ooh.
we're going off track again.
Oof, oof, wow. That hurt me. What the heck is the scale on this map? Yeah, it's 60 miles. You guys should actually be more like there. It's such a pain when maps don't all have the same features. Curse you, actual historical map experience.
Hooray!
Ah, okay. But you guys ride throughout the day along the trail, encountering maybe one caravan going the opposite direction as you. The hills begin to smooth out a little bit into longer rolling hillscapes instead of the steeper sudden changes, and the forest begins to vanish behind you as you ride throughout the day. And getting on towards the evening, you begin to see in the distance ahead of you what appears to be a bustling crossroads town. And as you approach, you can see this is the town of Tribor, where the road from the south connects to the Northlands. This is kind of one of the more important crossroads towns along the long road, as it is commonly used to go from Waterdeep all the way up to Mirabar. Bud, you are pretty familiar with this town in general. Forests and farmlands flank the path as you ride along, and several larger, cozy buildings line the roads leading into town. Several of them looking like small inns, some just looking like farming cottages. Even this late into the evening, the market square-like area ahead of you is still rather bustling, as there are a large number of caravan groups that have staged caravan camps in the middle of town. As you approach from the west and head toward the center, you can see a large building in the center, a massive stone structure that stands probably 3 stories tall, but has a very notable, 10-degree tilt to it, leaning to the east, as if the foundation might not be the greatest.
Oh.
Bud, you know this to be the Tower of the Lord Protector of Tribor. This is a large, rectangular stone structure which looms in the middle of town. I don't know if he's back yet. He's still
did he go away?
muted.
He might not be.
He said he'd need a few minutes, and I tried to use a few minutes.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh,
Sorry.
hi.
What'd you
Okay.
say?
I was just addressing that you're in Tribor. You know this town. You've been here a few
Yes,
times.
I heard that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the middle of town, you can see to the east of the large square area a building with a large shield with a golden lion emblazoned upon it. The symbol of the lion shield Coster, the same as the one you had seen back in Fandalen. To the south of the square, you see a building with a sign that shows a wagon and a hammer on it, with several half-constructed wagons in the workyard. What would you guys like to do?
I immediately dismiss my horse before I get to
Well, before you get to town, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna...
Not assuming you come
away.
trotting into town with
The
him.
disturbing horse.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, sorry.
It has been only one day, right? That we've been
This
traveling?
is the end of the second day of travel.
Second day. Okay. I'm gonna check out and see if they have a shop, see if they got anything interesting.
Yeah. What specifically are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just browsing.
Well, it is late in the evening and most shops are closed. The only
Damn it.
places that are generally open are going to be inns and taverns.
Alright, well then I'm definitely going to the tavern.
There are, you flag someone down, perhaps, or maybe Bud tells you that there are 3 taverns and 3 inns in Tribor.
Oh. How large is this town?
This is a town of about 2,500 to 3,000 people.
Okay.
It's
So
pretty populated.
Compared to Fandalen, how does it feel?
A couple times as big.
Okay.
Like, this is a major crossroads town.
Got it. Very
Lots of
exciting.
travelers.
There's probably 15 different caravans of people. There are like 2 big, like 100-foot by 200-foot, like football field spaces, for lack of a better term, or 100-yard spaces that are just full of like staged horses and coach and groups that have pitched tents for the night that are either heading northward, southward, maybe eastward, westward, you don't know. But this is a major hub for
through traffic here.
Oh, hey there. This is awkward. Looks like the rest of this episode got corrupted. Boy, that sucks. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a bit of a dramatic reading to make sure you're at least caught up for the next episode, okay? All right. Lights. Ambience. Ooh, nice. All right. The party, courageously moving on from their exploits in the town of Fandalen, were in high spirits and filled with the determination to help their friend Reyka rescue her brother from his imprisonment. They set out upon their newly purchased steeds through a familiar stretch of land, spending a night in the abandoned town of Conyberry, passing a familiar but still very incinerated farmhouse, and onward toward the major crossroad town of Tribor. By the time the party had arrived in town, the hues of the sky had shifted to gentle oranges and purples, and the sun was nearly set. They sought out a local inn that would both be comfortable and affordable, settling on the North Shield House at Bud's suggestion. It was a quaint but comfortable place to stay, and a common inn for those using the byroads. Reyka, however, preferring to spend her nights out under the moonlit sky, decided to find a more comfortable place in the woods, while the rest of the group settled into their rooms for the first calm night in a while. The plunge of a sword straight into Thava's chest broke the calm silence of the night. The dark-clad individual wielding the blade clearly assumed this would be a sufficient strike to slay her, as he was already focused on going through her bag where the white dragon mask had been stashed. Awake and at the ready, she leapt up and set into repelling the attacker, grappling and biting into him viciously.
You just made the last mistake of your life.
The others were similarly set upon, and a brawl began within the inn. Rinn managed to slay one with her dagger after some quick magic work, while Synas and Bud took one down with a mix of grappling and archery. Bud rushed to the aid of Big Al, who was similarly set upon by an attacker. However, this one managed to escape, fleeing through the window and out into the night. Thava, using her healing, stopped the individual she had captured from bleeding out, leaving him only unconscious, and shackled him safely. With the brief but intense midnight battle over, and the group coming down from their adrenaline rush, they were left with several bodies and one captive. Unfortunately, the clamor of calling voices and approaching boots sounding through the night air left them little time to collect their thoughts for what was to come. However, that's where our little story time's going to have to end, and you'll have to find out what comes next time, on the Dorks in Danger. Thank you for listening to our adventures. We hope you've enjoyed. If you want to keep up with more Dorks in Danger content, feel free to hit that subscribe button and never miss an upload. Or follow us on Blue Sky for updates, art posts, and announcements. New episodes come out on a bi-weekly basis.